going to come down to starting fights and planting yourselves in important areas on the map as we get into game number 1 here. TSM already swinging out with a smoke. 5-man group up, heading towards the northern jungle where it looks like LGD are going to be waiting for them with a couple of heroes.
Seems like they're going to meet. It's going to be the first point of contact. Planet doesn't have anything skilled yet, so he could potentially leap away, double leap away, get out of the glimpse range. But not going to find anything yet.
Oh, but here comes the Clockwork back up the staircase. Oh, like ships in the night, just passing each other by. Standing under his watcher, and trying to figure out where the enemies are. Lots of purple pings out of the disruptor. And there we see the vision breaks. Blood grenade thrown straight on Clock, and it glimpses back into the middle of 5 enemy heroes. While you smile will die to Ari. The Cottle gets first blood.
That's going to be some good gold for Keeper of the Light. I see Urn of Shadows being built. This item has been buffed. Finally, it has been... like, first of all, this item has been good throughout Dota history, pretty much. But lately, it got nerfed way too many times. But this buff that you receive a charge when you die if you have 0 charges is a massive one.
Yeah, super nice buff. So many dispels get added to the game as well over time. A lot of spells getting basic dispels on them. Lotus Orb getting added, Greaves and stuff like that made a little sadder. Bit of chip there from the Cottle and Disruptor. Pushing a bit of damage onto Zeal. But now Planet's going to give as good as he took. Double Starstorm on Whitemon. And they're going to leave the lane. Creeps. Safe and sound as they meet. The glimpse back on Planet means Tomato can keep on munching on the Mirana, and Disruptor survived through it all.
That's a bit of an unexpected kill, I would say. Dying to Lifestealer, who has Feast level 1. Doesn't really provide you with much.
Oh, didn't see that one coming. The last hit battle, Zeal. Oh, yeah, he gets it. Tomato is trying to deny them out. Yeah, very good start from TSM. Good solid draft. Good start for them. Puts them in good stead. Popping into this lane stage. Lifestealer, one of the best. With the staying power in his lane, just lifesteal up. Don't have to go back to Fountain. Don't need that much regen. And right now, just queuing up the phase boots. We'll see where he heads in terms of item build. As Whitemon's going to try his hardest not to die there, but already has the magic stick. Plenty of sustain for himself. Now, looking at the CS mid lane, like you said, not great for the Pango. 7-1 Storm, 3-0 Pango. This is all about not dying for Bryle. Make sure you get as much experience as you can to hit 6 as early as you can. And whatever last hits come your way, you'll be happy to grab.
Pretty much. Oh, now he starts to play aggressive. Bryle needs 2 more right clicks, and we'll finish him off. This is what I said. Like, you gotta be extremely careful how you use those swashbuckles. He stayed way too close to Stone Spirit in the zip range. Gets that electric vortex and gets a kill.
Yeah, we're just saying that the most important thing is not dying, and then he dies. Does have the courier with the bottle. Came a little too slow for him.
Might refill both water runes in his bottle. Bryle, he's going there. Throw the light. Nice blinding light against Clockwork. This is going to be such a good ability. In the end, nothing to say. Does refill his bottle with a second water rune. Full HP. More than half of mana. Things are going to start to look really rough in this mid matchup. 1-1-1 build. As we mentioned, very potent for getting the kill on Pangolin, especially if he's not careful enough.
Yeah, I mean, Storm with 6 armor, pretty tanky against the swashbuckles. Good blinding light top, gonna push Shiro out of position, but the Cog's there to trap Kasane inside. They're calling the Ghost flying around, making sure there's no attempt to get back in on top of them. TSM still doing good damage onto this Muerta. Plenty of tangos, and again, these 1 charges just going to keep them in fighting shape during this laning stage, trying to trade out as often as possible. Same story down the bottom lane as well. Zeal has his Bassi, so he can spam out axes, along with Planet Starstorms. And Whitemon has to be incredibly careful with his positioning. They do get the courier snipe up top. Why you smile? Killing the Ring of Hell from Kasane. That's a huge, huge deal for LGD's top lane.
It really is. Now they might start to play a little bit more aggressive here. Problem is, Why Smile doesn't have much region left, neither does Muerta. I see Courier coming with only 3 tangos for Clockwork, and also the lane is pushing in, so might not be able to find any openings. Even though they killed the courier, which should be a pretty big deal. Courier, what is that? Level 2, level 3 courier is going to respawn in 30 seconds. It's going to take a minute until he comes back to the top lane.
Bryle hiding in the trees. 4-minute runes are spawning, but again, nothing to say has pushed that wave in. Guarded bottom rune with Planet. Pinged out by Whitemon. So Planet just grabs the rune and chases Disruptor away. That means Bryle gets no refill, and this lane, difficulties compounding for the Pangolier. Looking up back to top, Blinding Light going to push Why You Smile around. Kasane inside the calling of the ghosts. Illuminate over the top, but inside the cogs, Kasane trapped and stuck. Shiro opens up with a double tap of the guns. And now it's just Kotl on his lonesome.
They do find an opening in the end. Why You Smile hitting that level 3. 2 points in battery assault. It's a lot of damage trapped inside of the cogs. Inside of the calling. Oh no, Bryle, not again.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Nothing to say, will bottle up under tower, so he's perfectly fine. So much regen here for the Storm. Raindrops very far, but Zeal, oh, down the bottom. Yeah, Thunderstruck and taken out. A level 2 Ghoul Frenzy. Allowing Tomato to keep tabs on the Beastmaster. So at least one lane is going well here for TSM. Down the bottom, Tomato is going to be hitting his timings. He's probably going to be very active on this lifesteal. I don't think he can get away with too much greediness. No Hands of Midas or Radiances. It is straight up phase armlet. Play active.
No shenanigans. He understands that he might also need to be slightly more active, considering that mid lane is a bit of a disaster. Bryle sitting on 18 CS in terms of net worth. If he gets another kill on Storm Spirit, he's going to double his net worth. Doesn't have a Raindrop yet on Pangolier, so that's going to be... Potentially, with 6-minute rune, he might be able to go for the solo kill.
Alright, 20 seconds to go. And Why You Smile back up at top, still trying to poke away. Ari has left the top lane, trying to backstab into bottom. There's no Planet Mirana here, just Zeal on his own. We can also see on the mini-map, Clockwork's rotating mid. Zeal getting gone on. Tanky under the tower, though. And even with 3 heroes here, looks like Zeal's going to be okay. And Bryle is able to get away from the grasps of Why You Smile and Nothing to Say. Bottling a regen rune. Rotation up to top. And Planet comes back down bottom. Guard Zeal and gather up that creep wave that's coming under tower. But here's the move from LGD. Shiro starts onto Kasane. Level 4 Doom doesn't stand a bloody chance against Nothing to Say's rotation. And Storm now on a killing spree. Almost 4,000 net worth, 6.5 minutes in.
I'm really worried who's going to make these rotations for TSM. Keeper of the Light, really not that hero that can set things up. Pango off to a really bad start. Doom, as you said, he's level 4. Muerta's going to be level 6 relatively soon. With ulti available, like Clockwork, getting close to him one more time, it's going to be another kill. This is 7-minute Vanguard that we see on Kasane.
Yeah, it's like 3 minutes slower than we've been saying from the free farming off lane. Zeal is getting chased.
Rune, can they do it? Ari, good body block.
Zeal, who clicks it? It's Tomato. Killing off Zeal as well, but he got nothing to say. Grounding Ari with a Vortex. Infest there, heals him back up. And now the Storm Spirit. Oh, oversteps, but he's got the ball lightning. Away from danger he goes. Planet wants to get involved now with the Starstorm. Whitemon is very low. Might deny to Ancients. Does die to Planet. Now leaping out, but dead regardless. TSM invading that right-hand side of the map and getting some important stuff done.
They are getting the kills. Losing a lot of XP here in this lane. Not trading, but at least Bryle's getting something from it. Like, there's a lot of pressure relief from him. Does have region available. Might want to backstab one more time. Go on Zeal. They do have an observer ward that's going to scout him out. They see him.
Yeah, hello there, Mr. Beastmaster. What are you up to? Level 5, stacking Ancients. Okay. We'll come in with 4 heroes to swarm the bot lane. And LGD, they don't realize this is coming. They were hunting for Bryle mid, but instead it's Bryle hunting Zeal bottom. Rolling Thunder. Should be able to secure this kill. Maybe give it to Tomato to allow that acceleration, but it's Ari that secures it. Nobody saw anything, though. Nobody knew it happened. Blinding Light made sure that Kotl gets away with a kill.
Yeah, it works on allies. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Storm zipping in, spearing him back. Kasane, even with Vanguard, they still have more than enough magical damage. Here's the Evil. Magical damage, and also Storm Spirit, ton of it. Going into Witchblade next. going to be a lot of pressure. Well, there's still one tower top, but why you smile will get blasted.
Drag back in with a good glimpse. A lot of efforts put in that bottom lane. Double Radiant Observer wards. Lifestealer playing aggressively and making sure that the one good lane they had is going even better. Giving Tomato a very good time. Now he's top of the net worth, sitting pretty at 5k. A lot of work still to do for the Pango and the Doom though, and I think Kasane, now he's the one really under the cosh. 3,400 net worth. What kind of build do we get from the Doom this game? Just all auras?
There's your answer.
No blink. There it is,
I see Crimson Pipe wants to be able to tank up as much as possible. Oh no, he's gonna die again. Just got the Doom off. Who has TP available? Supports do have it, but it might be too late if they already decide to jump him. And he might be setting up a trap for himself here.
Help, team? Anybody? And Clockwork doesn't have ulti, so closing the gap is all down to the Storm. And Kasane sat under his tier 1, not giving anything away. Smoke now from TSM as well, heading mid where Planet resides. Mirana should have a couple of leaps available, so it could be a challenging kill. But they've got tools around that with glimpses. If they can keep the vision on the Mirana, which looks like is not going to happen. Whitemon moves back up to high ground, but nothing to say is in on Ari. Why you smile, coming in from that Radiant Ancients area, kills the Kotal. This is not what they were expecting. Maybe miscommunication. I mean, Kasane never saw them. Why you smile?
Oh, the Rolling Thunder. Never mind. They're still gonna get the kill. It's a zoning Rolling Thunder, securing the kill for Tomato, okay? You don't have to always be so negative, Gary.
The stairs are closed. There's no way you can get out of here.
Leap away. He's gonna be fine. Unless they have a sentry. There is one available on Disruptor. Whitemon brings another blood grenade every single time. This is something we talked about time and time again because we did cover a lot of their games. Supports will have it constantly. Doom available. Can he get it off?
Nope.
No, he can't. There's just way too much magical damage.
And Whitemon getting silenced at the very end there by the calling, so I couldn't find a chance to maybe glimpse back the Storm. Nothing to say. Yeah, he just wants to kill off that tier 1 tower. Maybe goes on Whitemon here. Was thinking about it. Shiro was just a touch too distant. And now Zeal TPing mid. Nothing left to do in that bottom lane. Broyle just swashbuckles forward very aggressively. He was hunting for Planet, but turned around on by the remaining members of LGD. Broyle has been doing such a good job recovering. And that one slip up, over aggressive in the mid lane, answered by LGD and everybody on their team.
Not sure what the plan was.
Kill Mirana, I think. That was the attempt.
He needed some kind of a backup. Shiro's extremely farmed. So is Tomato. Then again, this is Muerta we're talking about. 3 points in Gunslinger. Once you max it out, 50% chance to release a double attack. Her farm is going to increase significantly. Both top laners are struggling. We haven't heard too much from Zeal. He's going for the Helm of the Dominator build. Not the build we've seen on Beastmaster for at least in this new patch. I don't think I've seen it once.
No, me neither. That's a good point. Yeah, curious why he's not going Auras and Aghanim Scepter, which has been the go-to build for Beastmaster recently. Does have some ancient stacks.
More. 225 gold more compared to the previous patch.
I guess Helm is an aura item, though. Like double aura item. Get a nice little creep for yourself. But it's also the fact you're playing into Doom, right? It's like doubly so. You know, we've not seen Helm the Dominator because it's more expensive, or the auras feel super powerful. And then playing into Doom, who also has that level 15 talent, you don't want to go the Overlord because he's going to eat them.
You still have a timing before he hits that level 15, especially if things are not going well for him, which they're not. Right now, Doom has 5,000 net worth, doesn't have Hand of Midas or anything, just straight up farming mode. 3 points in Devour, 4 points in Scorched Earth. Doesn't want to fight. Whitemon, he's smoked, looking for something, trying to set up some deep vision.
Yeah, well played. Broyle, Diffusal Blade nearly done. Orb of Corrosion completed. Ari dies as Broyle TP's in mid, trying to poke back at Planet. But we're soon going to get to the point where Broyle is going to be a force to be reckoned with. It even has a nice neutralite in there with a Lance of Pursuit. And the Infest, Kasane has Tomato inside of him. Let's see what they can find. They're going on a fishing expedition up in this top jungle. Trying to play again into that vision. You said Whitemon placed it deep and they see nothing to say. If they can static storm the storm, which they can't do because Nothing to Say sees them coming and is quick to react and run away.
Instant rocket also from Why You Smile to scout how many heroes there are. Might make an aggressive move on a different side of the map. Hookshot gonna be available in 10 seconds again.
Yeah, TSM spread pretty wide across the map. Broil heading back to mid. Ari just gonna be holding that bottom lane with the Illuminate spam. Make sure it's a little more challenging for Zeal to push the tier 1, which is usually an easy job with the Helm of the Dominator. Oh, nice dodge. Gets his skeletons away from the Illuminate. While in the mid lane, Why You Smile, Hookshot back to the Storm. Disengages from Tomato and Broil, but they're glimpse into Static Storm. Captures Nothing to Say. They
gotta bounce him out.
They push him out. They have to doom him now. Killing him off. It's a big streak to take. 800 plus gold into the hands of TSM.
I got a little worried there for a second that it's gonna bounce him out and might be able to get off. So a lot of big ultis used. He's gonna be out in 20 seconds. It's time to strike for PSG.LGD.
Shiro has this Maelstrom ready to go with the Moonlight Shadow. Quick TPs out onto the map. Don't want to give up any territory here, and they were looking for Ari. Zeal can't get close enough to the Roar, but in comes the Gunslinger herself. A couple of hits from Shiro. This Muerta showing how powerful she can be. A squishy Kotl. He couldn't stand there at all.
That's Dragonlance completed. Now on Muerta, on top of Falcon Blade plus Maelstrom. It's insane how much damage and how much farm this hero can get.
Yeah, as a ranged carry as well.
It's like much better version of Drow Ranger.
Yeah. Feels like it.
We'll get a D ward. Get some extra gold for himself.
Bro.
BKB next. Wow. Bit low on mana. Needs Keeper of the Light. Needs that chakra.
Does get it, but the Roar is there from Zeal. Rolling Thunder in the end comes to nothing while one does die and a hook shot up top. Why You Smiles onto the Doom. TSM trying to make too many moves at the same time. They fall short on every single one of them. It looked like they were thinking about going Roshan or something in that top left corner. Then they were trying to TP bottom to fight around Broil. They're getting a little bit messy here for TSM. 3k lead for LGD. They're getting a lot of these key items up. The drums and urn on this Mirana, stacking auras. Beastmaster. He's got his Vlads coming out on the courier now as well. Just ramping up the Muerta's damage as best you can.
Stormspirit also, he's massive. Falcon Blade, Witchblade, all the blades pretty much. Going into BKB next. He might start thinking also about getting maybe a Lincoln Sphere later down the line. Might change his item build. Not gonna say also a type of a player that usually doesn't change his item build, knows exactly at the time what he's gonna need. It doesn't matter if he's playing from ahead or from behind. So probably will just stick with the BKB.
Yeah, very solid plan. Tomato, DD Rune expires top, and he's being eyed up. There's hook shot, ball lightning, and an arrow. They'll have to chain stun perfectly to kill him off, and that's not how you start off a perfect chain stun. Hookshot misses. Courier snipe attempted, successful. Tomato's courier dead. And they'll even steal the wisdom rune.
Going through the twin gates, they want to backstab.
Coming in.
Feels like they know. It feels like they know already. Someone's drawing on a minimap. PSG.LGD instantly falling back.
Tomato trying to regroup with his team. Planet is still behind enemy lines. And there's the Radiance done for Lifestealer now. So Armlet, Radiance, and next item queued is the Aghanim Scepter. He wants to try and infest into his opponents.
Yeah. It's a good way to deal with Muerta. Tomato. He's having a blast of a game. 5-0 and 3. 17 minutes Radiance. Armlet. 500 gold on top of it. She becomes immune to magic, to physical damage, so you need to be able to deal some kind of a damage. This is where Radiant's gonna kick in, and same goes for that Aghanim Scepter.
The rest of TSM, I'm gonna sit behind him. I want to get some utilization out of this pipe and Doom ulti. Static Storm, such a good counter initiation spell, and of course, playing under vision. Like we were saying at the end of the draft, super important to get that bit of intel. Spot out Ari in that bottom jungle is how LGD start off their fight. Quick blow up. As down at bottom, Zeal is inside the Static Storm. Somehow gets out. I think he placed a tree to push himself out of the kinetic field. Still going to die, even with a nifty play.
Good little play. Still works. But the rest of the team, they're going to be grouping around right now. TSM does have vision. Will get dewarded. Or will it?
Ooh.
Double hit it.
Keep their vision up. Even a dust there from Whitemon. Trying to see if LGD were readying for the continuation. Well, they'll fall back. There's Wisdom Rune. There's other stuff to do on the map. Plenty of farm to be gathered up. The trio core of LGD out farming their opponents. It really is their life stealer show for TSM. They're all portaling up top through the twin gate. Roshan's in his top left corner for another 45 seconds, but that's not the goal here. TSM want map control and to keep the vision up in the top part of the map. It really is cat and mouse in Dota now, isn't it? You're going through doors and portals and finding little nooks and crannies to hide in the trees.
Pretty much. Now they're going to be bottom. The rest of the team is there already. Again, they do have vision. That doesn't provide them with watch, but could see them approaching. The one that is on top of portal. PSG.LGD also set up some vision near that portal area.
Yeah, then they have the added factors, right? The Hawks, rocket flares, even arrows and Moonlight Shadow give them additional little bits of information. The TSM kind of wasting time here. There's been a bit of downtime where they're not farming and accelerating as quickly as they would have liked, but they'll watch Roshan head into his bottom right-hand corner.
Huerta doesn't have TP available. He's bringing one, but she just TP top, bringing her BKB. 50-second cooldown TP. Let's see if they can scout it out to the rocket. And yes, they can. Roshan dropping low. TSM doesn't have enough damage to kill it off. This is not the best Roche taking lineup anyway.
No, really not.
It was a weird attempt, I would say. 1 point in Lucky Shot. They do have some extra minus armor from Orb of Destruction, but in terms of sustain, sure, you have Coddle, you have Seeds of Serenity. Roshan also got buffed, so he doesn't drop down that easily.
Man, Orb of Corrosion and Destruction being in the game is like messing my head up. Orb of Crustron. So many orbs and minus armor stuff. Still smoked up, LGD. Rocket flaring over the high ground. And I'll see them there with the Hawk, so the potential for jump, but nothing to say, holding back. And this is that double BKB timing of LGD, so another smoke. They know that they're so powerful right now.
Go around. That's how you do it. Let's see. They want to plant vision on this high ground and then play off of it.
Or you just keep TSM there wasting time. You're getting farm, you're getting push on tier 2. Wait to see if someone comes to defend the creep wave arriving at this bottom objective.
We'll get scouted by that rocket. We'll scout Roshan. That is also not being done by TSM. Seal has that ancient granite golem. Will make them even more tanky. Kasane only level 10, so he has another like 5 levels to gain to be able to eat that creep. So that's gonna take another 10 minutes at least.
Yeah, needs some wisdom runes. They're back to attempting Roshan. Been skirting around the edges of the pit for the past 3 or 4 minutes now, trying to figure out how to enter.
Still very slow. Tomato's down to half HP.
This is not looking good for TSM. They'll come out of the pit. They're wandering around, but LGD, they're ready. Surrounding them is concave of dire heroes. Roshan's dragged out of his pit, but there's the Hawk scouting out Kasane and Tomato. They'll charge forward, straight on Zip, nothing to say. He's in with his BKB, aiming for the Doom and taking Kasane down. Static Storm's out, but it's not good. TSM, they are just being shredded here. Not a chance in hell against Shiro's Muerta. Opening up onto Braille, the Rolling Thunder, and the Swash gets into high ground, while Ari is being found out by Planet. Tomato dead, Braille survives, Marana still chasing. Now Ari, pretty speedy on the Coddle, will get away, but now it's Roshan for LGD after a team fight victory.
Yeah, it was a weird one, I gotta say. I'm not sure what TSM was trying to do there. I mean, I can understand kill Roshan, that's the goal. But it's not enough. They don't have enough damage. You need to, like, siege with Lifestealer. If this was a Deso, I would say that they have enough damage. Oh, what a play.
Oh, so skilled. Oh, and then Shiro's there to clean up. Really great setup from the Clockwork. Yeah, I think this comes back to something you mentioned, right? We've seen TSM through Dream League and now at the start of the group stage for the Berlin Major. Drive, direction, that's something that they've been struggling with in terms of in-game comms or decision-making. Something there is a little off-kilter. trying to figure out if they want to go Roshan top left corner, bottom right corner. They don't have the damage for it. They're not feeling comfortable to fight, and they want some kind of small advantage, but then losing out regardless of what happens.
Also, like, maybe not having the clear understanding how much Roshan got the tank here, because his base armor got increased by 10, and also his HP per minute got increased by 15, so that's quite a lot.
He's a real tanky boy now. At the very least, TSM do get the Tormentor. Disruptor with an Aghanim Shard now. A Thunderstrike buff. Not incredible, but a nice little additional touch for Whitemon.
We'll get him a free item. He should be pretty happy about it. Maybe the better one would be if Ari picked it up, having that recall ability.
Well, they got the Doom on Mirana. Lost Ari already, and a great hook shot to stop Whitemon from channeling and casting his spells. A Rolling Thunder looking to spin around and get back on, but a Primal Roar is there, catching on to Bryle. TSM battling him around Bryle, but you're right, Shiro. So many shots into the back of Kasane. Another ball in, nothing to say. Plenty of mana to play around with. A wicked sick Muerta. 3 heroes dead, and all they lost was a clockwork.
This game looks pretty over. That Roche attempt constant. Like, TSM just got stuck inside near the Twin Gate, near the Roche pit, and you can see the damage. 3,000 damage from Muerta. About to finish off. Oh, I thought she was going to go for Mjolnir, but Shiro wants to style Moon Shard.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. They got stuck. And they've been stuck several times. You know, bottom right corner around that Roshan, they were stuck. Top left corner, they were stuck. And I feel like this is one of those things that, okay, Storm just zips in onto the Doom. Kasane needs to be drifted away by his team. Kinetic Field holds them in place, but this is where LG want to be. So you're holding them as they hit your tier 3. Not really also, a chance here.
A point that we didn't talk about, Specialist Array picked up by Muerta.
Oh, God.
So this item got buffed. This item wasn't really that good in the previous patch. There was always like Grobo as a better pickup. But now Specialist Array, you have extra 225 range for your second shot. Add that with Gunslinger as well. He's going in.
Look at Bryle, obliterated after the hook shot. And Muerta's multi-shot. Storm Spirit zipping around with his BKB up. Roar there, catching out Tomato as well. The Lifestealer, the only strong hero of the TSM, is being chain disabled, controlled up, but he infests into the melee creep, pops himself out and back to Fountain with the rage. But this means Kasane now trapped in the cogs. Not enough damage coming from LGD because they don't want to focus heroes. They want to go back to buildings. The Glyph is forced out. TSM still looking to mount a defense of this lane of barracks. Tomato with the backup of the Koppel Illuminate, starting to chip away at LGD. But they've got a catapult of their own. I'll take down his melee barracks even through the Crimson Guard buff.
It's more than enough. Muerta just deals so much damage. Silence the zoning one.
No reason to stop.
He's in.
Just straight back in on Kasane. They force the 4 staffs out. They silence up Tomato and make him rage. He can't fight though. Got to run away. And Muerta going to BKB TP home. Again gets out of this Radiant base. But yeah, this whole positioning thing, you know, it's kind of ingrained in players over the past 3 years. Everyone's been learning to hold high grounds, be together, and you pick a spot on the map, and that's where you choose to fight around your observer boards. That feels natural. But now there's so many access points, so many ways to wrap around. That can be your downfall.
TSM,
yeah, just doom up the Beastmaster, but LGD...
Where's the follow-up?
Ready to fight. The follow-up is the Pango, rolling and crashing onto Zeal. The Beastmaster, half HP, but tanking. It's difficult to bring down. They finally break his ankles, but Storm Spirit with his DKB up. He's aiming for Ari, getting the pick off on the Koppel with the help of the hook shot, and in comes Shiro. The Muerta has arrived again. A monster kill streak for her. Shredding through Kasane, and now Tomato trapped in the cogs for a while.
He trapped him. Does have battery assault. Why you smile? Don't get dropped down here. Aegis just expired. Didn't get the chance to use his mana. BKB on still on cooldown for another 20 seconds.
Nothing to say.
Also low on mana.
It does have another ball across and a good arrow from Planet, but nothing to say. He's probably going to die here. Pushing back with a circlet, but dead to Tomato, and a double kill grabbed by Lifestealer.
Right. PSG.LGD. They thought the game was over. Albert from Muerta. He's going to TP out. Nothing to stop it anymore. Ari does not have stun after using the glimpse. They don't have it. Doom was not there. So, not a bad fight for TSM. They got a lot of gold from it.
Yeah, Lifestealer gets closer and closer to that Aghanim Scepter, which could be a big turning point here for TSM. If that last fight wasn't already. It does still feel though, you know, LGD with this lead and with that Lane Axe top gone. And there's even a base ward in that Radiant base near tier 4s. They could just go play aggressively again, back towards the base.
Once they get another set of items, Aghanim Scepter was just completed on Pango. Getting Basher relatively fast. Lifestealer, the ones that we talked about. In the end, he decided to go for Heaven's Halberd before finishing off Ags. Have a little bit more tankiness. Also finds Elven Tunic for himself. The best chance from that and Radiance is going to be really good against Huerta. Still a lot of right-click damage. A lot of magical damage as well on their side from Storm Spirit.
She's got her Moonshard now, right?
Yeah, Moonshard and Crystallis about to be finished.
You got a percentage to evade. I'm going to hit you more times. Oh, look at why. Deep in there. Jetpack. Gets him across the tier 3. Need a force staff to save him. Tagged by Solar Bind. Incredibly annoying. Tomato going to munch away at the ancient creep there.
Solar Crest. Speed him up. He still gets the gold with the Radiance Burn. Easy 250 for Tomato.
Yeah. Oh, a couple of hundred away from Aghanim Scepter. They've held their high ground. LGD looking a little spooked now. The way TSM are fighting. Backs against the wall, the scariest animals. Gonna scratch you back. They'll go with a smoke and a Moonlight Shadow, though. And maybe this is where TSM get a little too lax. They've spread out. Ari's down bottom and Bryle is on an island. Alone in that middle lane. Caught out by the Vortex Arrow combo. And Kasane hookshotted. So Storm, even though he's doomed, just going to click into him. Pango has buyback. Doom does not. It's going to be a 4v5 as LGD approach the Radiant base.
He'll need to buy back. There's one available on Pango. Unless you want to lose your set of barracks, I think you need to go for it. Heaven's Halberd, use on Shiro. But look at that attack speed.
Look at him clicking buildings. Good force staff to save Tomato from the Vortex Arrow. And a glimpse back on nothing to say. Not going to do too much there. White one didn't want to spend Static Storm or anything without the rest of his team really ready in position. Another zip. Another rage. The Vortex still getting cast.
He does have 80% magic resistance with debuff immunity. Shiro, it's a pop BKB here. Rolling Thunder.
Static Storm there. Not really going to accomplish too much. Rolling Thunder just to escape. Brawl drops the whoops. And Clockwork attempting the TP out as Tomato does take down Planet and going in deeper. Looking for Shiro. Nothing to say. TPing away. Zeal. Looks like he's escaping free as well.
TSM still getting something done. Tomato having a really good game. Once he finishes off Basher, it's going to be so much easier to control them. They did have to commit with the buyback on Bryle. They're also drawing Roshan. It's going to be there on Radiant side for another 3 minutes, or make it 2 minutes, considering that he's spawning in 50 seconds. Double damage also spawn bottom. Ari will deny it.
Yeah, plenty of time to set up. That's what Whitemon's saying. Hey guys, head out bottom. Push this wave quickly. As fast as we can. Get to that bottom right corner. Place a couple of observer wards. Try and get that vision control around Roshan. As we can see, rocket flares being chucked out by a Clockwork to give a little bit of intel there to LGD, knowing that Roshan isn't up quite yet. And the Hawk will come in to give that info as well. Wait, is Storm buying a blink? Did I see that correctly?
This is China classic emo. I've seen it time and time again throughout the previous DPC tour. He just enjoys buying it. I'm not sure if, not gonna say wants to commit to it. It's just maybe wanted to give some respect to emo.
It's like the blink in and the ball out. Yeah, going for side device now. The Storm Spirit, a more regular item. Oh, TSM a little faster. Taking Roshan this time. Not by that much. And they are scouted out yet again by the rocket flares, but they've got the high ground vision. They've set up for this. They are ready to fight. This
same
is the
spot.
Most important
Let's see
one.
if they're going to make the same mistake 2 times in a row. Storm Spirit did jump Kasane last time around. They managed to burst it before he could get anything off. Right now, Hawk is cutting them out.
You see Tomato.
They cornered themselves. You said the most dangerous animal.
They've got Tomato caught up though. They've just blown him up. He buys back, but that's your life still gone. All the net worth in the world destroyed. Are you going to force that away? But LGD just steamrolling straight over. TSM, 2 quick kills. Look for another one.
Tomato, can he steal it?
Tomato trying to steal the Aegis. Roshan
He
does
can.
it. Tomato gets it. Life
And
still
the
down.
cheese
The
as
second
well.
Life has the shield in his hand as well. Where's he gone? He's infested in the Muerta. Yeah, trapped inside Shiro. Dragged back towards the high ground. Hurricane Pike away. Tomato chasing, disarming.
Another
catching
disarm.
up onto Muerta. Looking for the kill. He'll have to aim for Zeal. The body blocks are there. The Storm's back in. Zipping into the back lines as he brought back on NTS. Tomato, he's trying to kill off Zeal, but he'll die the first. Another life will pop him back up onto the battlefield, but all he sees are dead bodies and destruction.
Oh my god, he died in a second.
Dies in a blink of an eye, and a White Mon gone as well.
I think it's time to call it. Shiro, I want to see his damage dealt in the previous fight. Even though he was disarmed for a long duration, 10,000 damage. Let's make it 10k. Daedalus, also level 20 talent, extra 20% on Gunslinger chance, brings it up to 70%. It was a nice steal there from Tomato, stealing both Cheese and Aegis, but yeah, he's gonna be dead for a full minute.
He just disappeared. He disappeared 3 times. He comes out of the pit, dies. Evaporated. And LGD back into position. Onto the enemy high ground. Breaking the base. No life steal up for 50 seconds. 30 for Brawl's Pango. Buyback's not available. And they'll get themselves a Mega Creeps.
You lose a fight against Muerta. This is like Troll pretty much. It's better version of Troll. Attacking the secondary building. With Gunslinger, just like towers, buildings, they disappear. Another Hex picked up by Beastmaster Steel, ready to initiate. 20 seconds without Life Stealer. I don't know if they can even do it. He's not going to respawn. Crimson Guard pop.
Throne's dying. Nothing to say. Inside the Static Storm, but pops his BKB. Focusing the Throne and the BKB for Shiro with the help of the Raw. They'll turn onto Bryle. They did have the Crimson Guard and the Pipe on the Throne, but for now they're holding, in fact. Life still is respawned, still holding the cheese, and LGD retreating. Game's not over just yet.
Okay, I thought PSG.LGD is just going to right-click it down, use the BKB, go for it, but they want to take it slow. 36 minutes, tier 4 items respawning, or spawning in just a minute.
And does anybody need any shards, anything fun? There's plenty on. Yeah, LGD, Muerta, and Storm need shards, so go grab the Tormentor. How quickly does Shiro kill this off? Matter of seconds. Tormenting no more. TSM a last-ditch effort here. Pango defending the base. Doesn't have boots of travel or anything, and they still have no shard on Ari. Attempted Doom on, nothing to say, but too quick. He saw Doom lift his arms, and he zipped away.
Does have that blink dagger.
Clockwork, and he's still down there.
Guys, your base.
Yeah, he's hook-shotting, he's cogsing, he's 1v4ing, not dying. Buying time for the rest of his team just to go into the enemy base. Pick off Brawl, Vortex into damage, the clicks on the Throne, and the game is over.
I respect the play from TSM. They wanted to go out there, get a kill. They understand the game is over. They can't